This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. Now, I want to appreciate all my subscribers. I want to appreciate all the good information. I appreciate y'all for coming to the channel. I appreciate, all the comments and stuff that y'all leave. I appreciate that. And, for a while now, we've been talking about the gun laws and stuff. I'm talking about, that is the most favorite topic. Your favorite headlines and news still have the same stuff. I'm talking about, as gun owners, we must take our responsibility serious. And, when it comes to gun ownership, a lot of things that I look in the news and stuff like that, it's the most basic things, know the gun laws in your state. I'm talking about, I know that you have, up here on social media, you have people putting gun laws up here telling you what's going on and stuff. But, also do your own research. Also look in your state, look in your city and town, because the laws varies. I can talk about laws in my state, but you could be in a town or a city who might have some type of firearms or some type of gun ordinance and stuff like that. And, especially when it comes to concealed carry and stuff like that, open carry, a lot of your cities and stuff, they ban open carry down in the downtown areas and stuff like that. I know here in my state, certain areas is like that. So, we must be aware. One thing when it comes to these gun laws now, they're being passed under the table. I'm talking about they're been, passed through and forced through with other bills and stuff like that. And a lot of people is not unaware and stuff. So, just want to talk a little bit about that, because in the news, as gun owners, we could prevent a lot of things that's going on. And therefore, you can keep your Second Amendment rights and stuff like that, especially with the red flag laws and stuff that they're putting in place and stuff like that. And they're attacking communities and stuff now with these red flag laws. They're pretty much setting up the citizen to pretty much lose their Second Amendment right. That's the point of all these laws, people. They're just trying to get you to lose your rights and stuff. Now, I want to talk about something that's pretty much flying through the radar. And like I said over here, we're going to always keep circling when it comes to gun ownership, the gun industry. We're going to keep it going. And, right now, there's an attack on the gun industry, gun manufacturers, gun shops, FFL dealers. I don't think it get enough attention. I've been covering this last year. I'm going to start covering it more this year. We're losing a lot of FFL dealers. We're losing a lot of gun shops. We're losing a lot of gun stores. We're just losing a lot of things that help pretty much to keep the gun industry as a whole. And they're breaking us apart with all these laws because we're being distracted. We're fighting fires all over this country, and we must focus on the places that we actually go to buy our firearms, and that is the gun shops and FFL dealers. Do you know I was covering Illinois? Illinois has lost pretty much, I want to say about 50% of their FFL dealers. Gun shop owners are closing because, one thing about these gun laws, I know we always talk about the red flag laws. We talk about, the gun magazine bans and stuff. We talking about the AR style rifle bans. We talk about a lot of those stuff that they're trying to prevent us from buying. But you must look at the whole pie when it comes to the destruction, when it comes to the guns in this country. They have a huge pie, people. And, they done split this pie up in like 8 pieces, 6 pieces, however you want to look at it. And they're attacking every single one of them. They're starting with us as gun owners, the citizens. They're starting with the laws, the regulations. They're starting with the products and accessories that we use. They're starting with the way that we receive them, such as background checks. They're attacking the whole infrastructure. They're using the bank industry. They're using so many things to break us down in this country when it comes to your guns. So as when we get back to the FFL dealers and the gun shops, we're losing them, people. We're losing them because, we're being overshadowed by all this other stuff, and under the radar, they're picking off the FFL dealers and the gun shops. A lot of people don't know. When you go to your favorite online site to purchase a firearm and stuff like that, one thing I want to point out, when it comes to online firearm sales, they are up well over 100%. A lot of people buying firearms through the mail now. They're ordering to have it shipped to your FFLs and stuff like that. Now, when you go to your online firearm sites, have you noticed that, you can go down there and search, put your zip code and stuff in, and it'll pull up FFL dealers within a, 15, 20 mile, 25 mile radius or 50 mile radius, however you want to look at it. And, you can find a FFL and look at the prices and find the one that you want to ship the firearm to go pick it up that's closer to your area, that's convenient for you. And a lot of people don't really look at that. Them FFL dealers, they're closing shop. A lot of FFL dealers don't have a gun shop. They have FFL license and stuff. A lot of FFL dealers I had dealt with in the past didn't have a gun shop. These are people who, had worked out of their home as an FFL dealer and stuff like that. So a lot of people don't look at that, and they're creating all these laws and loopholes, making the process so difficult. So you have a lot of them just pretty much giving up the license, and you have gun shops. A lot of the companies and stuff that sell the high capacity magazines and sell the rifles and firearms that we like. And then you have the laws banning them. That is cutting sales when it comes to gun industry. I show y'all a video where, especially in Virginia, Illinois, look at California. You have gun shops in California pretty much closing up because Virginia lawmakers created loopholes to make the process difficult when it comes to buying firearms, ammunition. They're creating these permits and these licenses that the gun owner have to get. Then they create another license permit that the gun shop owners have to get. And they're making the paperwork difficult. The process is being held up. And if you have any type of, misspelled name or address misspelled or any little thing, boom, that stop you from getting ammunition, stop you from getting the firearm. And, you have gun shops because the process is so difficult to get a gun now. They're making it difficult. They're making all these little loopholes and stuff. Then guess what? Their sales are dropping. Then they pretty much give up. They stop fighting the system and they're giving up. So that's what we have going on across the country. And so, we have to also look at some of the laws that they're imposing on the gun shops and gun manufacturers and stuff like that. And I'm talking about it's getting very bad out there for the gun manufacturers and stuff. And I'm looking in the news, you have Jimmy's Arms and stuff. They just filed bankruptcy. They was pretty much being charged for, some type of gun ring whatever they would have, some type of gun trafficking ring. They was being charged for that and all kinds of stuff because Jiminy Arms, they firearms was ending up on the streets used in crimes and stuff. And you have cities and states now, they're pretty much, and you have the politicians creating a way that they can sue manufacturers and gun dealers and stuff. That's pretty much what's going on, and it's driving them out of business. And so, Jiminy's Arms filed bankruptcy. And they're not the only ones that have filed bankruptcy. You have a lot of, now, when you look at your big gun companies and stuff, a lot of people know your major gun companies like Smith & Wesson, Glock, I'm talking about Ruger, all your big ones out there. Everybody know about them, but you have a lot of small mom and pops gun dealers and stuff out there. You have small manufacturers who produce guns. And a lot of the, gun manufacturers and stuff, they can't take a whole lot. And, once a little thing cuts their revenue and stuff, they have no choice but to close shop. And that's what we have going on. And it's happening under the radar. A lot of gun owners, a lot of the headlines is not covering that. They only covering when, you have somebody like Jiminy's file bankruptcy. They'll cover that to put that out there. But, your politicians are attacking manufacturers. And, that's why I said this election is very important. You have your presidential candidates on the Democrat side. You have Bloomberg, you have Sanders, all them. You think that they don't want to have these manufacturers being sued? They've been on the campaign trail talking about allowing, people, victims of gun violence to sue the gun manufacturers, to sue the guns that was used in the crime. And that would be devastating when it comes to the gun industry. And, right here, I'm putting together a whole lot of stuff. I got so much work that I'm doing and, all along with all the other stuff that I'm doing and stuff that I'm trying to bring to y'all and show you what's not been shown, because the crowd is going one way. I like to stay back and focus on some things that's not being covered. That's what I'm trying to bring y'all some things that not in the headlines, where a lot of people is missing and stuff that's really going to affect your gun rights. At the end of the day, that's really going to stop what we have going as gun owners trying to protect our Second Amendment. We have a huge fight in front of us. I'm talking about a lot of us are frustrated, but guess what? You got the energy. I got the energy. Every single day I use my energy to find out what's going on. What can we put out to help to let people know what's aware and stuff like that. A lot of great people doing that. A lot of people on social media doing that. I congratulate them. Keep doing that. Keep the energy. The more of us involved spreading the word and stuff on social media, the better off we are to keep everybody in the loop. But there's a lot of things in this country when it comes to your gun rights that's being isolated. And the ones that are being isolated affect us the most. And, them some of the things that your politicians don't say on TV. They keep it quiet because they don't want to make a whole lot of noise. And, one thing that, Governor Northam done in Virginia, he pretty much blew the whistle on what their main strategy was. That woke a lot of Virginians and stuff up. But if Governor Northam never put out the stuff that they was working on trying to do in the citizens of Virginia, we wouldn't have had a 2A rally. Nobody would have never known about it. We would have missed the boat. And a lot of the laws would have been passed that they've been trying to pass. So the more laws that we know about that's going on in this country, every single state, I'm talking about, nobody can cover them all. That's why everybody has to participate. This is a unity type thing. All gun owners have to participate in this. The bigger we are and, the better we are. I'm talking about because if they ever isolate us and stuff, that's when we lose. So we must stay together. We have a lot of difference in stuff when it comes to gun owners and everything. But I know one thing, one topic that all gun owners, from whatever you want to look at it, from every background, whatever the case you want to look at it, has one thing in common. That is to uphold the Constitution and to protect the Second Amendment. So we have to do that. But I'm telling you right now, they're really trying to attack the backbone of the gun industry. These gun manufacturers, FFL dealers, gun shops, and people, they are closing. I'm talking about there's a lot of headlines covering this, but it doesn't get your mainstream media is not going to cover this because they don't want to blow the whistle what's really going on. So they're attacking the infrastructure right now, and I'm going to be bringing you some more stuff when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to gun owners, gun ownership, buying farms and stuff like that. And we're going to point out the places that we need to focus on to defend the gun ownerships in this country. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.